to be here. Perry and I have known each other for about eight years now, and I came up once before. He invited me to come up and put on a clinic, and I think it snowed, didn't it? It got snowed out, seriously. So this is, I'll never get invited back again, because apparently I do not bring good weather with me from Scottsdale.
You're fine.
But it's an honor to be here. This is a wonderful event. It's going to be fun. I want to commend Perry for inviting the women to be a part of this. I think this makes it really successful. Thank you for doing that. He's got a vision. As you know, a lot of this has to do with Katie in his mind to honor his brother, Bill. And I wouldn't know Perry if it wasn't for your brother Bill. Correct. Because I was at Orlando for the PGA show, and was on a range out there, and I think Bill saw my bag, came over, started talking, and you know, that's kind of a trait with the Noun family. They are very conversant. So I'm not going to. The first thing I always do,
mind if I slide around,
which is something I love to do.
No.
Is I have two balls teed up, one here and one here, and I'll hit the drive right-handed, then I'll turn, flip the club over like this, and hit the drive left-handed. That gets everybody's attention. So just take my word for it, I do it excellently. Now, the right-handed guy hits the ball really well. The left-handed guy is about a 10 or 12 handicapper, but chokes under pressure.
True story.
Oh, look, my wife's going.
True story.
I've done countless Guinness World Record events over the years. I have a charity for abused children, and that's how we raise money for our charity. And because it gets a lot of attention, promotion, and so forth, I only failed one time, and that was when I decided I was going to become the first person in the history of golf to shoot their age, left-handed and right-handed, same day, same tee, same time. Big promotion. The mayor of Scottsdale was there. We had a big tent. We live streamed it and everything, and I shot a 92 left-handed. And I'm not that old. Yeah. Perry is. Anyway, the best thing I think for us to do, incidentally, let me tell you about how I got started left-handed. And Holly, you and the good doctor will appreciate this. Peggy and I got contacted. There was a wonderful charity in Scottsdale called New Leaf, which dealt with single moms and their children and so forth. And they asked me to do an exhibition at Topgolf, where I would hit 1,000 balls inside the 35-yard wide gates that were there. So I did, but you don't do that overnight. And I prepare like I always do, hitting hundreds of balls a day. I hit balls 6 days a week. I take Sundays off. That's why I've got just such a wonderfully understanding wife. Either that, or maybe she enjoys my time away.
I kind of do.
Anyway, so they contacted us to hit 1,000 balls at Topgolf, and that took about 12 weeks in preparation. I started slow at 400 and 500 balls a day. I never hit 1,000 in one day because I thought, you hear people say, well, he hits 1,000 balls in a day. Nobody hits 1,000 balls in a day. You can only hit about 85 an hour, a driver. And so you can just do the math there. So, how many of you know Tom Kurtz? Tom Lehman and Tom Kurtz are both on the board of my charity. So Tom Kurtz decides he's going to help me hitting balls at Topgolf. So we're at Topgolf. We start at 10 o'clock in the morning. Going to have a big program that night, 10 o'clock at night. Figured it'd take 12 hours. Tom Kurtzer's, it's like a bowling alley, with almost like a ball return. He's sitting on, and the ball comes out, boop, you know, and you put it on a tee. But Purtzer was there like this, and I hit for about 2 hours. And Tom said, I'll help. And he sits there like this, and the ball comes out, he puts it on a tee, I hit it. He puts it on a tee, I hit it. He puts it on a tee, I hit it. After about 2 dozen, I go, I said, Tom, you're just a wonderful help, but we're not going to be able to do this if you continue to be so helpful. So went on. We actually finished it at about 7 in the evening. So we had about 3 hours before we we're going to have the great celebration. So I just kept hitting. And we hit 1,142, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Out of that, and we raised $30,000, $32,000 for the single mom. But I started getting a lot of pain right here in the right side of my neck, and it was hard to reach down and pick up the ball because the pain would radiate down my arm, and I've really never had much of a problem with physical ailments or anything. God has blessed me with a good, healthy body, and I've been physically active like all of you have been. That's the secret, is physically active consistently, or, you know, just all the time. Anyway, this pain is there. And compare what I go to my chiropractor. I really believe in chiropractic care. I don't know if you do or not, but it's been very helpful to me. Yeah. And so anyway, he said, Bob, he says, you're out of balance. He says, you're all tied up in here, and you're really kind of overdeveloped right there from 3 or 4 months of just hitting thousands and thousands of drives. And I don't know if he said it or if I said it, but it's what if we hit some balls left-handed? Because we've been hitting just thousands right-handed. Sounds like a good idea. So did it for about a week or 10 days, and the pain left. So and it is when I said I hit balls left-handed, I'd never hit balls left-handed. This is a year and a half, 2 years ago. Well, in November.
2 years in November, yeah.
Never hit balls left, so I didn't hit balls. I thinned them, I shanked them, I chunked them, and everything. But it got me interested once the pain went away about, I wonder how long it would take to really get good hitting balls left-handed. That was November 18th. And in April, I decided I'm going to shoot my eggs left-handed. Ha! That's when I shot 92. Live streamed and press and everything. I think it was 74, 92. I think 74 right-handed, 92.
Yep.
Left-handed.
That's right.
But that really ticked me off. So November 17th, I think it was I shot 71 and an 80. 71 right-handed, 80 left-handed. So within less than a year, by one day, I was able to shoot my age left-handed. I've done it 6 times so far with that. Same day, same time, same tees, and so forth. With the low left-handed is 78. Low right-handed 63. So lefty still slow. That's an overview. So the reason I do what I do is, and I'm going to share that tonight about the reason why, has to do with a little girl named Patricia Margaret Coltrane. I'm going to tell about Patricia Margaret tonight. But let's just, I have one other thing I want to say about what I did learn left-handed. And that is, all of you have hit so many balls and played so long that you forget how tough this game is for a beginner. And it really is. And here's the difference, that the trailing side, the power side, right-handed now, this right shoulder wants to do all the work. He wants to supply the power. He wants to control the swing. This is why you see a lot of senior players. I can need some room. You see a lot of senior golfers who didn't start. How many of you guys started when you were teenagers? Yeah, good. That's what an advantage that is, right? But a lot of golfers don't start until they're 40 or 50. If you start in your 50s, it's really difficult because your body just doesn't have the suppleness that you do. So you'll see, here's a typical senior swing, right? Watch it. I don't want to take a divot. But a senior swing goes, is that not a senior swing? That upper body went, and that's what I was doing left-handed. And because I wanted to hit it, and that's how you hit it. And what we forget, that to me, the two most important ingredients for a senior to keep playing well is to increase your length and use your legs. It's just length and leg. So the swing looks like that. It doesn't look like that. Do I get an amen? Yeah, just keep reaching it back. Keep reaching it back and be able to make that full turn and be able to use your legs. Okay, let's talk golf. Any questions you have?
Did you play the PGA Tour?
I played some champion tour events, qualified, Monday qualifier. I played the Sun Belt Senior Tour, the U.S. Senior Pro Tour. As I won the Alabama Senior Championship, I don't know, 19 or 20 times, something like that. So, my darling wife Peggy, with the yellow cap that she loves, lives in Scottsdale, Arizona. I lived in Alabama. We met, came out and played in the Arizona Senior Open, in fact. We met. A couple months later, we got married. And
Congratulations.
oh, trust me, I am a blessed man. Really am. So anyway, yes, I think I won, 53 tournaments apart from the State Open.
How many tournaments Champions Tour did you win? 5? What were the years?
Oh my gosh. I'm 83. Now, so 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And more. And more.
You ever run with Bruce Fleischer?
Huh?
You ever run with Bruce Fleischer?
Bruce Spicer used to be one of my best friends.
Really?
Yeah, played with Bruce a lot.
He was a teammate of ours.
Was he really?
When he did.
I love Bruce.
Great guy.
Yeah, great guy. He was sort of disappointed in his professional career. I said, hey, you're a major champion. He was the U.S. Amateur champion. Bruce, great guy.
And U.S. Senior Open too.
Yes, finally got another major.
And he
2001.
won 19 times on the Senior Tour. 7 the first year.
We became friends. We played in the Panama Open together. We're roommates. That's how I really got to know Bruce.
Mention your YouTube with Lee Trevino.
Lee Trevino. And if you Google me and Lee Trevino, Bob Kurtz and Lee Trevino, there's on my website, which is, yes.
Ask them to sign up for your new YouTube launch.
Yes.
They'll get everything. Sorry.
I've got 12 episodes on my YouTube channel. It hasn't been activated yet. We shot the first 12 episodes. We're planning to do 52. And it's kind of like this, but not as rambling, but the telling stories, anecdotes, trick shots, that sort of thing. I had a long history. I worked for the PGA Tour, incidentally, for a season. I have a lifetime media badge because I covered 150 events. Media. I worked for ESPN, CNN, local. I did local sports, Dallas, Denver, Minneapolis. Was first person on the air for CNN in 1980, so had a broadcasting career in addition. And the question was Lee Trevino. Okay, Trevino was disqualified at the PGA. And one of the gracious things that Trevino did, we had set up a long interview, an hour interview to tape, and he was disqualified. Played the wrong ball, PGA Atlanta Athletic Club, and he honored his commitment, stuck around that afternoon, and I always appreciated, I thought that was the classiest act ever to do that. He was so mad. I will talk a little bit about what television has degenerated into, just sportscasting. Because with Trevino, he was not happy that he was mourning around. I'm out covering it, and just when it was the first day, it was either the first round or the second round, and I'm out on the course trying to see what's going on, looking around, watching, following here, following there. Trevino had already finished, so when I would come back, you'd go to the press tent, and when I go to the press tent, I'd say, hey, talk to some friends, say, well, what's the big story? They go, where have you been? Trevino's disqualified. Trevino's disqualified, what happened? Hit the wrong ball, actually. So I got to find out, I said, that's the story. Trevino was not to be found. I saw Herman, his video cat. I said, Herman, where's Lee? He says, he's in the bar. Okay. And so he's in the, I go in there, and there he is, he's in the bar. And he's there, and he's having a few beers. And I said, Lee, would you do an interview? And he goes, I don't want to talk to anybody. I go, listen, you're the story. And my responsibility is to report the story. I said, I really need you. I said, even just a few words. You can just grumble if you want to. And he said, I don't really want to. He said, look at my eyes. I said, I'll bet they're red. I said, put on your sunglasses. So the interview that I did with Trevino after he was disqualified, the only interview that he did, he has his sunglasses on and he's not happy. But he honored that. What happened with Lee Trevino in that moment was so important to me because he only did it because he trusted me. And he says, what if I slur my words? I says, Lee, if you slur your words, it won't be on the air. And that trust does not exist anymore because the media wants to extol themselves rather than honor the athlete who is giving him his time and so forth to help them. What he said was, afterwards we sat down after he had some time to drink some water and get back to normal. We did a great interview. And it's on my website is golfsironman.com. You just go, or you can just Google Bob Kurtz and Lee Trevino, and you'll get this half-hour interview. Trevino is so good in this. I did a great interview because I kept my mouth shut and let him talk. But he talks about the back of his left hand and the club face, and how the two are exactly the same. And it's the back of your left hand. That's how he would maneuver the ball. If he wanted to hit that little right to left, just take that left lead knuckle and just turn it over like that. And you don't even worry about the club face if your left hand is doing it. Same thing with just let the face of that left hand come like that and hit that little beautiful slider that Trevino hit. Okay. Yes.
Jack Nicklaus is quoted as saying Lee Trevino is the best ball striker he ever played against.
I don't think there's any question about that.
That's saying quite a bit.
Yeah, Nicklaus got Trevino playing in the Masters again because Trevino, remember, didn't play. He just refused to play
because he couldn't draw the ball very well.
Yeah, and he said, it's not a course built for me. And Nicklaus said, Lee, you're the best ball striker there is. You can play anywhere.
He came here for a charity event a long time ago. I watched it. He shot 27 on the back nine at Drumlin's East, which was just incredible.
What?
8 birdies and a par.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, no question. All downward. Yeah.
Did you ever meet Bo Norman?
Years ago, I'm trying to think where it was.
North.
Ready? Mono. It doesn't work for me, but it sure works for, just that one simple one-piece swing. And it makes sense, and supposedly the greatest ball striker next to me. Did you see him hit and play?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I saw him hit, was all I saw.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think where it was and so forth, but it was just,
Hidden Lakes in New Smyrna Beach. Twice. And Perry's brother Bill.
I know that play. I know the club.
Yeah. Billy was obsessed with his brother was obsessed with Bo Norman. Remember? He'd be in the club every time down to Oswego. He'd hit a ball, right? Bo Norman.
but he wouldn't, Mo Norman was not very conversant. Okay, any more? I want to thank you all for being here and being a part of this wonderful occasion. I hope the weather gets just a bit better for all of us, and we're going to have a great time, and I'll share more with you on a personal basis tonight at the program. But again, thank you.